let me just go ahead and make sure I got the numbers and everything right. Right, we got the other one sold that put you three grand to the good. Right, no money in.
No money in.
Now you put 500 in, so that brings us down to 25. But you sold that one for 8, so that brings us up to 10.5 now.
Right.
All right, off nothing.
Nothing.
Just pictures.
Just pictures. That's it.
Telling you, folks.
Okay. Exactly.
So that's beside the point. I'll talk about that a little bit later. But right now, I want to get to your story.
It all flows, brother. It all flows.
Man, it does, man. So you called me at the this past weekend and stuff with some great news. So I wanted you to go on ahead and share this with everybody right now. First of all, let me go ahead and introduce you real quick. Everybody, This is Lamar. You know, he's in the group, man. Good brother, man. We probably talked on the phone probably about 2-3 weeks ago or something like that. He reached out, you know, wanted to know more about flipping mobile homes. I'm going to let him get more into detail and stuff about that. And we just going to go for that, man. This brother right here took a leap of faith, man. I salute. So,
let me tell you, man, listen. So, it all started with the fact that I've been wholesaling, you know.
Wholesaling what?
Single family homes. I've been single family homes wholesaling for about 2 years.
Yeah.
You know, it took me about a year to get my first deal.
Yeah.
And that one didn't even go through. You know, I ended up getting it under contract, but it didn't go all the way to the closing table. So, you know, it's been a tough season as a wholesaler for single family home.
Yeah.
But, you know, I wanted to continue to study and get as much as I can, you know, as far as knowledge based into the real estate realm. And the next thing came about was the mobile homes.
Okay.
So I started digging into that and seeing if I could possibly wholesale mobile homes.
Yeah.
Because I had thrown away so many leads from trailers. I was just like, I can't do anything with them. I didn't know nothing about them. So I would just kind of be like, no, I'm not interested, or I don't have anybody interested in those deals.
Yeah.
Well, the more I kept reading into the trailers and everything, I was like, man, it seems like it might be much easier than single family. So I'm gonna try it. You know, I'll look for some and see how it goes. Well, I rode by this mobile home park of about 8 trailers, all double wides. They were all old, about 85, 1985. And I noticed that they were vacant.
Yeah.
You know, so I kept riding by them. I'm trying to figure out who the owner is. You know, what can I do to get in touch with this owner to see what they would take for them? You know, just shoot for the stars, man. Just shoot for the stars.
Yeah. So first of all, you were just out riding for dollars. How many times did you probably pass by this park?
Oh my God, man. Numerous times, because it's like 5-10 minutes up the road from my house.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm driving by it all the time and just kind of passing it, man, just paying it no mind, because I knew nothing about them and how to handle any deals like that.
Yeah, and because it's like an older park and everything like that, of course this thing wasn't going to be listed on Google or anything like that, right?
None of that, man. And one day I was riding, it was raining, and I was like, well, I'm going to ride by the mobile homes today, possibly see if anybody's out there, or catch somebody leaving. I was trying to find that owner. You know, if I could just catch somebody leaving and stop them and ask them, hey, do you know the owner? Well, that particular day, it was raining, and this guy was out there taking some of the windows out of the trailers.
Yeah.
He was working on scrapping them out.
Yeah.
And I asked him, I said, hey, man, are you the owner? He's like, no, my dad is, though.
Sweet.
Oh, my God. Right.
Just another case of the right place at the right time.
Right place, right time. I was like, that's all I needed to know, you know?
Yeah.
So he's like, his dad's the owner. He gave me his dad's number. And he said, my aunt lives here in town. So as far as being interested in buying them, she would be the one to take care of the deal.
Yeah.
So, which was great, because I didn't have to wait for somebody to come from out of town to deal with them. You know, I had somebody right here in town.
Yeah.
And
a lot of your smaller mobile home parks are like that. They're, you know, just little people like you and me, got some land and stuff, got some homes and everything out there on that land.
Right.
and that's how they are. They live close by.
Okay. Well, he gave me his dad's number and his aunt's number.
Okay.
So I'll reach out to his dad. His dad is, like, hey man, just bring me an offer. Bring me an offer. And I was like, well, would you take 10,000 for all of them? He says, Lamar, man, you got me interested. You got me interested.
Yeah.
So
hold on a second before you continue, right? Let's back it up just a little bit, right?
Right. Okay.
Because you had reached out to me, right? We hopped on the call. You told me about these mobile homes and everything like that. You didn't know how to approach the situation. We hopped on. Well, we probably talked for about a good 20 minutes or something like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I laced you up a little bit and everything and told you what to do. But like I'll say this about you, like you got something special about you that a lot of people don't have. And what that is just the ability to just dive in. Like a lot of people will look at this situation because backing it up even further, when we first hopped on the call and you told me about your situation, which was you from North Carolina, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
So we homies, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Fayetteville in the building.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You came down here. Yeah, you came down here and like you was like,
too, man, you know?
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah.
So you came down here, was looking at, the whole situation and everything, and so that's what kind of brought just making full circle back to what you were talking about with like looking into mobile homes and everything. And so we had our talk and everything, and the next thing you know, you hit me back up and stuff with a success story, which is what I like. I expect that out of people, man, the follow up.
Man.
So I cut you off. Please continue from where the owner had contacted you back, and you basically knew how to do it.
Yeah,
basically
man.
Knew what you was going to do.
Whenever I talked with him that time and he gave me the numbers, that's when I reached out to you. I was like, okay, so I got this deal. I really didn't know what to do with it. You know what I mean? But I did make an offer, and you gave me the lowdown. The main thing was to gain their trust in being able to at least do one deal with them.
That's right.
If I want to do more or whatever, that'd be fine. But at least be able to do one deal with them to gain their trust, moving forward with any other deals that will possibly come out of it.
Facts.
So
build that rapport.
I did. I built the rapport with them. They were interested in the offer. At the time, I was like, well, I don't want to sell all of them off. I'd like to get something for myself.
Yeah.
And at the time too, now I didn't have $10,000. I got to make sure that is known. I didn't have $10,000. I just made him an offer of what I thought would possibly work.
Yeah.
For him.
Yeah.
Because I'm coming from a wholesaler's mindset, thinking that maybe I can wholesale them all.
Yeah.
Okay. So when I reached out to his sister, he told me, she told me if I bring them cash, they don't care nothing about what I do on my end. Just bring them cash money for these trailers. Yeah. So I said, okay, well, will you take $5,000 for 4 of the trailers?
Yeah.
Mind you, they had some more to sell.
Yeah.
And they were interested in the 5,000. I was like, okay. So I took pictures of the 4 that they asked for 5,000. I took pictures of those.
Yeah.
And I posted them in a mobile homes group.
Exactly. So let me just go ahead and get this straight, right? Just so that everybody else can understand. You put no money down.
No money.
Right. So
Zero.
Yeah, I want to go on ahead and stress this fact, right? I have told the story about how I got my first mobile home for $1 and you shattered my record. You know what I'm saying? You put no money in and got 4. I'm like, I can't even hate. I can't even hate.
This is crazy, man. So $0, man. Just going off of my word that I could bring them a buyer, they were interested in that. Again, I built that rapport with them. They felt that I was a trustworthy guy. Yeah. And he said, go ahead, do whatever you got to do on your end, find a buyer, whatever you make on your side is your side.
Yeah.
But he said, I'm not signing anything. So I was like, oh my gosh, man, because I'm so used to having a contract in place.
Yeah.
When it comes to wholesaling. But for them, it was just they wanted the cash.
Yeah. A lot of times you'll run into that. Like, see, when you're coming from a wholesale, especially like a residential or traditional real estate, I like to refer to like mobile homes as like alternative real estate, basically, right?
Okay.
And you have like traditional real estate, but then you got alternative real estate, which is what we do. And because you're coming from that wholesale mindset, you're used to a paper trail, right? Now, when you're dealing with mobile homes, things are usually a lot less formal. You know, sometimes people will take a smile and a firm handshake and some eye contact. And, you know, I laced you up and stuff with the paperwork and everything, but you came out even better on your own. I like that.
Yeah, man. So I took those 4 photos of the trailers that they were interested in selling for $5,000.
Yeah.
I posted those in a group that would sell. It's in a mobile homes group of Georgia, I think it was.
Yeah.
And I posted it in there, advertising it for $10,000. Okay.
Yeah.
So my goal was to make $5,000 off the deal.
Yeah.
You know, and make sure that they got their 5, and I make 5 for marketing.
Right.
Okay. I had a lot of buyers reach out, like 40 some buyers were interested in the deal. But there was one guy that was just so interested. He's like, man, listen, I'm sitting on go. I'm ready to go right now. Like, you know, let's get this deal done. I was like, okay.
He got the check.
He got the check. You know, he's ready to roll.
Yeah.
So I reach out to the seller, and she said, okay, well, when do you want to meet? I told her, I was like, whenever's good for you. I said, do you have the titles? She said, I got to go to the county and get them. Okay. So I gave her a little bit of time, which it only took her like 2 days to get back to me.
Yeah.
Got back to me. She said she had the titles. I reached back out to that buyer, and the buyer says to me, see if she'll let me buy 3 of them, and I'll get the other one next week. And I was like, that's not the relationship or the conversation that I had with the sellers.
Yeah.
The goal was to sell 4, you know, to get them 4 sold. So I didn't want to go back to her with that.
Yeah.
I reached out to another one of those buyers that was interested.
Mm-hmm.
And he said he could do 8,000.
Okay.
Hey, he's like, meet me anytime I'm ready to roll. Give me a date and a time.
Yeah.
We did that.
Okay.
We set up a date with the seller. We met. He gave her 5,000.
Mm-hmm.
And gave me 3,000.
Okay.
Okay. So with that 3,000,
yeah,
she had a single wide trailer for sale. Single wide trailer, she only wanted $500 for it.
What? Let me tell you something, boy. Music to my ears.
So listen,
got $500 probably in the couch cushions right now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my goodness, man.
Yeah.
So, I took the 3,000.
Yeah.
I purchased the single wide trailer for $500.
Okay.
And I posted the single wide trailer in the same group.
Right.
And sold it for $8,000.
Okay. Okay. So let me just go ahead and make sure I got the numbers and everything right. Right. We got the other one sold that put you three grand to the good. Right. No money in.
No money in.
Now you put 500 in, so that brings us down to 25. But you sold that one for 8, so that brings us up to 10.5 now.
Right.
All right. Off nothing.
Nothing.
Just pictures.
Just pictures. That's it.
Telling you folks.
Okay. So I sold the single wide trailer for the 8,000.
Yeah.
And I purchased 3 more trailers from her.
The double wides.
The double wides.
Yeah.
I left one of them. One of them was a little bit, it was just a lot of work. Like a lot of work. It really wasn't worth me investing in that one to look for a quick return. So I just kind of left that one. She said, if I wanted, I could get it later or whatever. But for now, I went with the ones that was in decent shape, and I feel like I can make something off of it.
Okay.
Excuse me. But yeah, so $0 in, 500 once I got that 3,000.
Yep.
I took the 500. I took the single wide trailer, sold it for 8,000, and I'm just sitting on 3 trailers right now. I just went and got my photos today of those.
Yeah. Okay.
Looking to sell those soon.
Yeah, man. You gonna get rid of them too.
Oh yeah. Oh
double
yeah.
wides.
I have no doubt. I have no doubt.
Yeah.
So I'm excited, man. And the thing about it for me is, I had no experience of dealing with single wide. With trailers, period.
Yeah.
At all until, after jumping into your group and kind of following some of the content there, and just watching, listening, learning,
Yes, sir.
and man, and then we jumped on that call. You gave me the lowdown on basically gaining their trust and building that rapport, and
Yes.
that basically is what did the deal for me, man. That was the
Yes.
main thing,
Yes.
because if I didn't come through with what I said I would in the first place,
Mm-hmm.
they wouldn't deal with me anymore. I'm sure.
Exactly. You
You know,
you got to, when you get your foot in the door, your big toe, all right, you got to go ahead and show up and show out.
that's
The
it.
the money aspect of it really is just like to show somebody that you got skin in the game, but you don't always need that, obviously.
Right.
If you just if you're a decent person and everything. Hey, how you doing, Joseph, everybody? I just want to go ahead and make sure that I got you guys, in here. Let me go ahead and bring this up over here so I can keep a track of the comments and everything. So, yeah. So, like I said before, you got that going for yourself. Renata asks, can he tell us how was the meeting with the seller and the buyer in the time of the sale? Yeah,
Gotcha.
we'll get to that. Yeah, Tabitha, good seeing you guys here. We're gonna get to that in just a second, but I want to kind of touch bases on the fact of the matter on how big it is to build a rapport with people. Because if
Right.
they like you, man, if
Yeah.
they like you, they gonna do business with you.
That's right.
And you just, even when we jumped on the call, I was like, I like this guy. You
I
know what I
appreciate
mean?
that,
I
man.
like this guy.
Appreciate
I want to work with him. So yeah, I love that fact, man. Where'd y'all go out to eat this weekend? You took the family out?
it. Not yet. My daughter wanted a bike.
Cook
She
out.
wanted another
Okay.
bike.
Well, shoot, there you
So
go.
she wanted another bike. My son wanted this Spider-Man scooter. He had to have it. So we got that, and we'll probably go out sometime this week. Trying to dodge some of the crowds.
I
So
feel
we'll
you.
probably go out this week.
I feel you,
Um,
man.
but definitely, man, gotta share the love with the family, my wife, and all the support. Man, it's just been awesome, man. It's been awesome.
Yes, yes. And I know she proud of Big Daddy. Boy, he brought the
Oh
bacon
yeah, oh
home.
yeah. Daddy
That's
bring
it,
home the
boy.
bacon, man. Yeah,
Them
yeah,
women
yeah.
love it when they man out there slaying that dragon, boy.
You gotta make it happen, bro. Gotta make it
Yeah,
happen.
I love
Yeah.
it. Joseph asked if you used a script. Uh, I'll say this right here. I did not give him a script at all. Me personally, I don't believe in scripts.
Mhm.
I talk to people.
Right,
You're gonna have to have some measure of soft skills if you're gonna come into something like this, right?
right,
I
right,
can give you something to work off of. Um, I can give you something to work off of, but at the end of the day, like you can't be going in there all, well, I'm trying to
yeah,
remember my lines and I'm juggling all over the place. It's just like,
right.
man, hey, what's going on with this right here? Talk to people, man. And a lot
That's
of the
right. And the
times,
main
people
thing,
are friendly.
the main thing was to just be honest about what you're trying to do.
There you go.
You know, um, I didn't go there and say, "Hey, I'm going to buy these trailers."
Yeah,
You know, I let them know that I've worked with people who buy,
yeah,
um, trailers. Um, but me personally, I wouldn't be the buyer.
exactly.
But they were interested in the fact that I could bring them a buyer, and if anything, if there is anybody that's open to signing anything for doing a deal like that,
Yeah.
possibly a marketing agreement, would be something to put in place. But
Hmm.
for me in this particular deal, I didn't have to have any paperwork in place with my buyer or my seller. Even though I had a finder's fee
Yeah.
agreement
Uh-huh.
for the buyer,
Yeah.
but the conversation that we had was so strong, I didn't feel like I needed to put that in place
Yeah.
because he was just that interested in getting the deal done. So I didn't have any paperwork at that time to put in place because the seller wasn't interested in signing anything.
That's
Period.
fine. That's fine.
He made that clear. He's like, I'm not signing nothing. You bring me cash, you got yourself a deal. I don't care what you have to do on your side of things. I'm not signing anything. You bring me cash.
That's what's up. How,
Um,
how old would you say that this guy was, or this brother or sister
um,
team was?
the sister, she told me she's 70,
Okay,
but man, she's a spunky 70, man.
that's
Listen,
what's up.
she told me she had been on the roof recently, trying to stop a leak or something.
Okay.
So she's still up and pumping, buddy.
That's what's up.
So,
and I'll say this right here, man. Just by what you did, I mean, it wasn't nothing special. It was just a simple fact of the matter that, number one, a lot of these older folks don't know the power of social media like that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
They don't have any. And when you come along with this knowledge, you can get paid off of what you know.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Knowledge is power. True.
Yeah.
True.
So you did that, man. I'm tip my hat to you, bro. You killed my record, man. You killed me by one trailer. The most I ever sold, the most mobile homes I've ever sold in 1 month has been 3.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm trying to break that 3 mobile home barrier. Like, you know what they say, man, you aim for the stars. If you land on the moon, you're doing just fine, right?
Right.
So I'm doing fine, but I would like to go ahead and break that. But the thing is this right here, man, that same approach that you just talked about,
right,
dude, I've used that to get to that 3 trailer personal record of PR for myself.
Gotcha.
Just myself, so it can work for anybody. What you got to do is you got to build that rapport with those people, man. Just be knowledgeable, and that's it. I mean, I can't teach anybody how to be like you. You were just already ready to talk to somebody, and you were honest. That was
honest. That was it. That was the main thing. Just be honest to what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
And
even when you told them that you work with somebody, even when you told them that you work with people who buy mobile homes. We worked together, right? That wasn't a lie,
That's right?
So you did the right thing.
Yep. So there are, the average Joes that'll purchase a trailer quicker than you can get someone to purchase the single family home for $50,000 or $60,000.
Yeah.
So that was my thing. Like that interested me in the trailers because, for one, I don't have to wait until closing day.
Yeah.
30 days out. To get a deal done. I can close now.
That's right.
Today, if I have the title in hand, the deal is done.
Yeah.
But I did want to answer her question about the meeting the seller and the buyer at the same time.
Yeah, Renata had a question, so Renata, he's about to answer your question. Go ahead, man.
The thing was, when we met, I knew that the seller had some other trailers for sale, so I was real skeptical about them two meeting at the same time, but I felt like the relationship that I had with the both of them was enough to get the deal done without any discrepancies, without any issues.
Yeah.
And when we met, my buyer brought the cash. She gave her, actually, the buyer put the cash in my hand.
Yeah.
He gave me the money, and he let me distribute the $5,000 to her.
Okay.
So I gave her the money. She was signing the titles and everything. And he had a couple of questions about the titles and stuff, and she answered them. And she said, so do I give you the titles or do I give them to him?
Yeah.
And I said, you're going to give them to him.
Yeah.
So she gave him the titles, but everything just kind of went smooth. She did mention, I have to throw this in there. She did mention what the one trailer that I wanted to get for the $500.
Yeah.
She mentioned that, and the buyer was interested, but he didn't say anything to her about it.
Yeah.
He talked to me about it. So again, it was the relationship that I have built with the both of them that didn't allow that conversation to go south, with him jumping in there. Hey, I want to get it. He didn't do that.
Yeah.
He just came to me afterwards because he knew I had already spoke with her.
Yeah.
And got everything in place for the next move. So, he could have bought it, but there was somebody else interested.
Right.
And again, I didn't really want to sell him that trailer that he knew I bought for $500.
Yeah.
For $8,000. You know what I mean? Like, I just couldn't see myself doing that.
I get you. But I mean,
so
with a trailer for $8,000, you always going to be able to find a buyer. And if I haven't seen pictures of it,
I gotta send them to you.
Yeah, you got to send them to me. But if it was like what you said it looked like it was nice and stuff on the inside,
it was
no
nice.
problem. But you'll have that thing going yesterday.
It was nice, man. And I think another thing that I got out of this that was gratifying was the fact that I helped somebody who was trying to find a place for their mother. Their mom was recently put into a situation where she has to move.
Yeah.
And they were looking for a trailer. So all the kids put the money together in order to buy the single wide for the $8,000.
Yes, sir.
So, you know, it was just gratifying versus just looking for the money. It was like,
Yeah.
man, I also help somebody out too. You know what I mean? So
Yes, sir.
I'm
And it
excited
didn't
about it,
break
man.
the bank, you know.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So, man, I'm just grateful for you, man. I really appreciate you and the knowledge and not trying to charge me for it and all this stuff. It was just like, hey, man, how can I help you? And I'm sorry, I see it's getting dark out here. I've been sitting outside for a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, I see, right.
But
Yeah.
you know, I really appreciate you, man. And I just wanted to make sure that I told you that. And I will be more than likely reaching out to you for a little bit more knowledge and possibly working with you on a deal sometime, man. Hopefully, you know.
Man, heck yeah. Like I in the future, man, I want to I've been kind of kicking this idea around, but I got this idea, right?
Mhm.
I'm going to fruit fly up in here. I got him, though. He been bothering me the
Okay.
whole time, but here goes the thing, right? I've been
Okay.
kicking this idea around. What I want to do is I'm thinking about, I'm going to find a mobile home,
Hmm.
and I want to, if it's a great deal, it's going to be a good deal if I find it anyways. But this is what I want to
Okay.
do with people in the group, because I haven't seen nobody else do this. I'm a marketer. I'm money minded and everything. I want to help people out. So I'm gonna
Right.
find a mobile home. It's a great deal, and I want to give other people in the group the opportunity to invest in it. Like we gonna buy this mobile home together,
Okay.
okay? And we gonna flip this mobile home together. And I want to like invite you guys on out to where we can actually you can see the flip take place in front of you. Like what you did right here with these homes right here was you wholesaled them, right? That's
Right.
one aspect of it. Or you can also do a flip like with the whole thing, like what I'm covered in right now with all this paint.
Right. Right.
So we're gonna make money off of it, and whoever puts in, like we're all gonna put in equal shares of it and take out equal shares of the profit, and that way
Okay.
it'll go on ahead and pay for your trip. You'll be able to put some money and stuff into your pocket. Like I mean, who else gonna do that for you?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Man,
I'm
hey.
gonna have to set up stuff. Maybe get a few Airbnbs. Maybe get a deal or something like that with a hotel chain or something like that. And I don't live far from the beach. Maybe we can go down there and check that out too. And that way you can see the difference in between. Because I live about 20 minutes above Florida, right?
Okay.
Uh, if I go 20 minutes south and get over that state line, like there's literally a sign there that says "Sweet Home Alabama," right?
Okay.
So you'll see like how prices change just by going into another zone, and you'll see that way. And I'll show you guys the difference between like the way homes and stuff like that look. Well, we're gonna make like a couple of days out of it. Probably have
Okay.
some fun at the beach and everything, but also make some money and everything together. That way, you guys will know like hands on. That's how I learned. To be honest
Right.
with you, I mean, I didn't sit up and look at a bunch of YouTube videos and stuff. I just got my hands in there, and I want to give you guys that
That's it.
opportunity to do that. So yeah, man, I want you. We're going to meet in person one day soon.
Got to, man. We
Yeah,
got to, bro.
I love
We
it, man.
got
But I
to.
really appreciate you sharing your story and everything like that. So, man, if nobody else has any questions or anything like that, I'm not gonna keep you long because I know it's getting dark out there, and
Yeah, man.
you're in another time zone. Willie said, "You going to find the mobile homes to be flipped? I'm good with the cost." Yeah, Willie. Yeah, Willie, man. Yeah, I'm gonna find a mobile home to flip, brother. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to find it and I'm going to take pictures of it and I'm going to post the price and everything. And I'm
Mhm.
not going to just have one person take care of all the costs. I want everybody to put in equally, and that way when we pull out all the cost equally, you guys, because I want it to be like maybe I can find one for like I don't know. I'm thinking like a price range of like 5 to maybe 8, or even up to maybe 10 grand or something like that. We put that in there and make
Right.
about 20 or 30 grand off of it, and that way you're at least going to be doubling your money, or depending
Nice.
on how many people decide to invest in it and stuff, and that's going to really be what we're gonna do. So even if you don't make
Okay.
anything but like 2,500 or 3 grand or something like that off of it, like you are literally being paid to come here and learn.
That's it. That's
Okay,
it.
so you can't
Yes.
top that. Nobody else's training or anything like that can top that. So yeah.
That's
So if
it. That's
that's
good
about the
stuff, man.
size of it, all you guys, I really appreciate you for your time. Really appreciate you for your drive and your motivation to
Yeah,
not
man.
only provide for your family and also help somebody get into a home, but also to motivate the people in this group, man, because I'm telling y'all right now, you are literally one flip away from firing your boss and changing your circumstances, man.
That's it, bro.
So I appreciate that,
Well,
brother,
I really
man.
appreciate you, bro. Blessings on the next move.
Blessings on blessings.
Yes, sir. And I'll be reaching out to you, man. You guys take care. I really appreciate the opportunity.
All right now, brother, man. You stay up, man. One love.
All right. Yes, sir.
Peace.